Hi everyone, welcome back to another video, and this is going to be the 2025 Snow Cole House Tour, also known as Ultra Single Male House Tour, and you'll see why as I go through this. But about a year ago, over a year, probably like a year and 4 months or so, I bought this house. The house is brand new, it was built only a few months before I bought it, and I've been living in it ever since. And now that I've not completely filled it out, but I've filled it out for the most part, I thought I'd share it, what I've done, where all my collection is and whatnot. So yeah, on to the tour. So first room on the right here is going to be my work room. This is, I guess you could also say, is the RC car room, but yeah, whatever you want to call it. I got a bunch of tables. These are just cheap, like $50 IKEA tables that I stuck in here, right? And then I got my RC cars, parts wall, shelving, more walls, various ones. I'll just go through this quick. So here I got various keyboard related stuff. So mechanical keyboards like extra switches. I have a box full of more stuff for that, a lubrication setup, but that's like some of it. Here I got some socket sets. I have another socket set in the garage, which I'll get to, but I got another one in here because I was tired of having to go back and forth every time. Um, Here I got my punch set for my guns. Uh, Here I got a bench vise that I've screwed on, right? And then here I got my AR-15 vise. This thing's pretty nice. You just twist the bottom of it, stick it in the mag well, and twist it, lock it in, and it holds it really well without marring it or anything. Various tools right here. I got my Milwaukee impact gun, one of them. This is the smaller one. I do wish this thing produced more torque, but whatever this cannot do, this will do. This is my big one. I use these for working on my real car, by the way, which you'll see. But this thing produces an absurd amount of torque, and I love it. Yeah, I got my drill. I like using different brands. It's kind of funny. So I got the DeWalt drill and the Milwaukee impact guns. Yeah, here I got my soldering and electronic stuff. Various wires, connectors, circuit boards. I was doing some custom lighting, as I'll show you. So I was doing a bunch of soldering a few months ago. I do want to get a better fume extractor because this one just sucks, but whatever. Here I got my soldering iron. It's a Hakko. I love this thing. For like most of my life, I used a really crappy like $10 iron, and I finally invested in a good one, and I could not be happier. This is 100% worth the money if you do a lot of soldering. I also got my Dremel. I highly recommend getting a cordless Dremel like this. It's very nice over a corded one. Here I got various chargers for stuff, RC cars. I think the mechanical keyboard stuff is in here. But yeah, that's about it. Yeah, Dremel stuff, more wiring. Yeah, I got one of my RC cars. This one is Traxxas EMAX 3906. Here's my Axial SCX-10 original. Not the original, but one of the original, not the SCX-10-2. It's the SCX-10-1, right? I've shown these in older videos. Got some more various stuff. Parts bin, OCDB XLE. On this, I've got Castle XLX2 system, high-tech servo, and then I got the MCD IBS shocks, which somehow fit on here. I love these shocks. They're really cool because you can adjust the rebound and compression dampening independently, and they're just really cool shocks. They're expensive though, but it's worth it. Up here I got the parts wall. Here I got various shock oils and stuff. Just various parts that I've collected and stuck up here, not too much. Here I got my impact, my controller. Still use the same controller, DX4S. I really like this controller because it's really smooth trigger. Right. Here I got my Losi Mini 8 DB. That's what it was. So here I got the micro one, right? Then I got the mini one up there, and then I got the big one right here. So I got the full collection. Here I got drill bits, parts bin with various screws, Loctite, just whatever, right? Yeah, that's about it for that room. So now into the guest bedroom and bathroom. So guest bathroom, shower. This shower rod sucks, and I need to get a permanent one. This is one of those twisty ones that it just falls all the time. So that's why it doesn't have a curtain on it. I have a curtain, I just don't mount it because it falls. Here I got Gojo Natural Orange Pumice Hand Cleaner. Very, very nice for getting grease and like grime off my hands when doing like car work or anything like that. Bathtub, just very straightforward stuff. This is the guest room. This is my old bedroom from when I was in college. So queen size, pretty straightforward. Not much to see in here. It does get used whenever my like parents or friends or whatever come and visit. Brothers, whatever, right? They have a spot to sleep without having to use the floor. Although I also have a blow-up mattress and couches, which I've actually had to use like everything at once before. But yeah. So in here is the garage. I'll turn on the light. So here's my car, Subaru Outback 2011 manual transmission. Here I got my edge trimmer, parts for the car that I have yet to install. Here's my hydraulic jack, which very useful. It's from Harbor Freight. It's really nice. Lifts up the car fast and whatnot. I got my bike, lawnmower, and gas tanks. And up here I got a ladder, and yeah. Here I got my wall of like chemicals, I guess. So I got like stuff like WD-40s, oils, cleaners, gun cleaner. I use Hops 9 in that bottle. Windshield fluid, some targets, sandpaper, gloves, another hydraulic jack, and then some car parts in there. Here I got my water heater. It's a tankless heater. It actually produces water with a pretty good pressure, which I like, because some of them don't have the pressure. Here I got a table that I built out of basically using the Sawzall. Sawzall is great, cuts super fast. Table works great. I do all my gun cleaning in here because I don't want those chemicals in the house. But I got my blowtorch also. I like getting rid of wasps with this thing. I got pliers, various gun cleaning tools, and yada yada. I got a tool cabinet here next to the electrical panel. Here I got my sprinkler system control, right? Wi-Fi router for the garage, bike stand, grease gun. And here, just various tools, right? I got full socket sets, right, for working on the car. Very important. I got impact sockets as well back there. You can't really see them though. Wrenches, sockets. Down here I got some specialty tools like crow's foot, universal socket heads, the twisty sockets that rotate. Hammer, torque wrenches. Yeah. And yeah, that's about it for the garage. Guess I got some extra wood and a folding table also in there. But that's about it. So right next to the garage, I got my closet with all my ski equipment. I got these Armada skis this past season. I love them. Real nice. They're like 110 10 or something width, and then they're like 170 something height. I just don't remember off the top of my head. But I love these skis. Another thing I really like is these poles. Super lightweight. Lecky TI system something. But yeah, I don't know the model number, don't remember, but these poles are extremely lightweight. Got my ski boots down there, ski jackets, snow pants, other stuff. That's about it. Here I got my Bible shrine. Here I got my gaming room. So in the gaming room, got pictures of Saber hung up on the walls. You'll see more and more of that. I happen to be a pretty big fan of the anime character Saber from Fate. So yeah, that's why I got that. Here I got the gaming PC set up. I have 3 monitors. It's loading. Yeah, there it goes. So leftmost one, we got an LG 1440p 32-inch, I think it is. Middle one, I got an Aorus FO32 UTP, I think is the model number, U2P or something. 4K OLED, 240 hertz. Yeah, it's everything. I love this monitor. This is, you can see the difference right between these two and this one. It's a night and day difference is what it is. Got my mouse. It's getting pretty old at this point, so I'm probably going to get another one at some point. Glorious Model O minus. Here I got my mic set up. I got a Shure something or other. I don't remember the model number. And then I got V-Moda M100 headphones. Yeah, I love those headphones. I've had them since like high school. The mic's also great, but honestly, I can't really tell a huge difference. Apparently other people can, but yeah. Here I got a Wacom drawing tablet for doing anime art. I like drawing right on the tablet of Saber usually. Here I got my mechanical keyboard, QWERTY keys QK100, Saber switches, Excalibur enter key, Saber GIF playing on the screen. Yeah, it's all set up right. Here I got one of those like Japanese, Korean like folding wall things. I don't know. Trash can, pictures of Saber. In this closet, I got my NAS storage drive. It's for backups. So every like other week or so, I just take a full disk clone of this, back it up to there, and if this dies, I could just like re-clone it or disk image, right? I take a disk image backup and then I could just re-image the disk on a new one or whatever. So it's very useful. Here I got various boxes, not much to see. So then going towards the main room, I got flags, Texas flag, US flag. I like those flags, so I put them up. In the laundry room, I got washer dryer, LG. Got my Dyson vacuum. It's like a V17 or V15 or something. I love this vacuum though. So the first thing is it's got this laser light head, so it shows you where all the dust is. So it becomes like addicting to vacuum it. And then secondly, it's got a detector, so when you're using it and it encounters more dust, it'll like increase the speed, so it saves battery, and also the battery is removable, which is nice. The old ones don't have that. Yeah, that's all that. In here, I got the kitchen, so I guess I'll start over here. So I got various gun cases, couches, couch set. This couch set was my parents' old one before I moved here, and they just gave it to me, and they got new couches. I really like these couches, and I've been sitting on them like basically my whole life, so that's cool. Yeah, I got various junk on there. Lamp set up. And then I got the kitchen. All pretty basic stuff. Got my Second Amendment plaque up there. I got a pantry. I try to keep it stocked with food, but I always run out. Fridge, got liquor and stuff in there. Um, yeah, that's about it for this part of the kitchen. I got some chicken defrosting. And then I'll talk about this. So this is my Scar 20S 6.5 Creedmoor non-reciprocating charging handle. And this is my child. So I do have a family member in this house, and it is this. So this thing, I commonly shoot it 500 to 1,000 yards. It does 1,000 really consistently. I absolutely love it. So also talk about stuff I've done to it, which isn't that much really. Got the Magpul grip, Atlas bipod with the tilt right, so I can tilt the gun. Because I shoot it at a PRS range, so they have all these different like setups and vehicles and stuff you can shoot from. So it's often not stable terrain, right? So it's useful to be able to do that. And in there, I got a level as well on the spur mount. So, scope in the mount, I got a spur scope mount, and then I got a Vortex Razor Gen 3 6-36 scope on here. With the upgrade Tenebrax scope covers. I really love this scope. At 1,000 yards, I can see it really clearly. I could just quick dial in whatever I might need, right? And then dial it in and shoot, and it just hits the target. It like couldn't be easier. But yeah, I love this scope. But yeah, that's it for the Scar 20. I guess I got about 250 rounds through it. And I shoot Hornady Matte ELDM 140 grain rounds only, because to be consistent. Over here I got the workout area. I plan to get more. I want to get a treadmill, and I want to get a squat rack and a lat pull system, but that's down the line. For now I got the dumbbells right in the bench, and then here I got the speaker system to enhance the workout experience. Here I got my degrees. This one I've had to cover just because it has too much identifying information. But yeah, that's my degrees. Yeah, that's it for the kitchen. I guess one last thing. I did this custom lighting up here. It's just a wave that kind of flows, right? So now on to the bedroom. So right off the bat, I got my Saber cabinet. I said I'm a really big fan of Saber, and this is one of the reasons why, or that shows that. Just various figures and merchandise. Down here I got some taller figures, and I got Fumos, and keychains, even more figures. And then here's my bed and my TV. So out there, whenever someone comes, they always complain there's no TV. That's because I got this one. So I wanted a big TV, and so I got this. It's an LG 86-inch 4K TV. I do wish it was a little bit better quality, because now that I have that monitor right, I see the difference, and it is very noticeable, but it's not the worst thing, and it's totally fine, because like really I'm just trying to have like a fun experience, right? I don't need perfect quality for this. Whereas for the OLED monitor, I'm doing drawing and stuff, and I need that the correct contrast, because what used to happen is I would draw something, and then I would pull it up on my phone, which is OLED, and all the colors would be off, and all the contrast would just be all off. So an OLED monitor is real useful. TV though, I might upgrade in the future, but for now this works. What I did though is in the back, I got these light strips going all the way around the border, and I run the TV with a computer that I'll show you in here, and basically that way I can just play YouTube, whatever I want, right? Just open a web browser and load it on the TV, right? And then what happens is it'll set the color of the light to be whatever the edge of the TV is. There's tutorials on how to do this. It's not the hardest thing to do, but there's a lot of different steps. So the first part is the WLED controller up in there. And then you have some software. I have software on the computer that then sends to the WLED controller to tell it what the lights need to be. So there's a few different parts to this, but the actual setup isn't that hard, like installing the lights. I just kind of stuck it in these like aluminum channels, and then I put command strips to attach it to the TV, and then I just soldered them together with connectors so I can take it apart, right? Here I got my Sabre RC car. This was a custom build I did a few years ago. It's an Ultra 4 style vehicle. I designed the wrap, and then I had a guy print it out. But yeah, I really love this build. I do not drive this one outside. It's just too precious. I don't want to scratch it. I got SSD axles, full custom welded chassis, like full Vanquish wheels, right? Pitbull tires, Castle system, of course. I got a Savox servo. It's funny because this is probably the nicest single servo that I own, and it rarely ever gets used. I do drive it in the house once in a long while, but yeah, it's more for show. The lights are fully functional, by the way. It's a Vanquish light bar as well. And I've been tempted to like wire them into the wall, right? So I can turn them on like a low setting and just see it, because they look pretty nice. Here I got various books. Already showed the computer. Here I got two non-Sabre figurines. I got a Hatsune Miku and some SAO figures. Now onto the bed. So first thing you notice is these giant lumps. This is multiple pillows, right? But I got some special designed pillows. May or may not have Sabre on the pillows, but I'm not going to show those. But yeah, then I got a Helix Midnight Lux mattress, king size. Pretty good mattress. Slept on it for about a year now. I really like it. Down here, I got a bed jet, which is basically a climate control system for your bed. Very useful. It can do hot or cold, and it just blows air into the bed. It's pretty simple, but it works. Here I got my keyboard for controlling the computer, right? So if I scroll right, you can see it's playing a YouTube video. Over here I got chargers, and then of course my AR-15, which is a Daniel Defense DDM4 V7. I keep it next to my bed, ready to go, right? On it I've got a Sig Tango MSR LPVO 1-6. I've actually managed to get this one out to like 450 yards, I think it was. But the glass becomes kind of hard to see at that point, but honestly that's not what I'm trying to use it for, so I don't really care. It's good enough, it does a job, and I would honestly probably get another one if for whatever reason I needed to get another AR. But yeah, that's my AR. Then here I got my Glock 19X Gen 3. This one I really need to get an optic for. For now, I just got the stock irons on there. Yeah, this one's also always ready to go right here. I got an extra mag for the AR, Glock case, lamp. Yeah, pretty straightforward stuff. I got my laptop, some SCAR mags. Yeah, just random stuff kind of gets thrown around wherever I need it. Now into the master bathroom. Pretty straightforward. I got various stuff. One thing I would suggest is this 3M Vet Bond It's for skin glue, so it glues like cuts you might have. I'm not gonna say you should use it on human skin, but because it's not what it's recommended for. But from my experience, it works quite well on human skin. Got the laundry basket, closet with a bunch of stuff. Got my uh, anime figure boxes on that side. Various other boxes, packing peanuts, clothes on the floor because I don't have any shelves. And then Wi-Fi router. I wired Cat 5e or Cat 6. I forget which one it was, but I wired a bunch of cables throughout the house, right, so I can plug all my computers in, not have to go over Wi-Fi. Here I got the bathroom. Not much to see. Another thing about the shower, I gotta clean off. I don't even see this. Yeah, it's like this. It's what it is. It's the hard water kind of like sticks on it, right? So yeah, I gotta clean that off with some vinegar, but it's fine. Yeah, I guess that's all. I'm trying to remember anything else that I want to show, but yeah, I think that's it. So I'm going back towards the entrance now. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. Maybe in the future I'll do another one once I get more stuff. But yeah, that's it for my single male setup. Honestly, I really like being single because I can do shit like this and have guns lying where I want them, right? Workout room in the middle of the house. You know, stuff like that that you can't do otherwise. But yeah, that's it from this. If you liked the video, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.